Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Shandy and today we're going to go on a short ride. So today I thought I would go on a ride in the rain. First proper ride I would have been doing. The first time I got caught out, it was literally a 5-minute ride. So I popped into work and the weather forecast said it could rain. There we go, first mistake of the day, putting it in neutral. So I thought I'd bring my camera. Right, let's take it nice and careful around these roundabouts. So yeah, thought, well, on the weather forecast it said it was going to rain. So I brought my waterproof liners just in case, and my camera, just so on my first proper ride in the rain I could record it so you can see what it's like. This is a quick one. Anyone that's watching, just put in the comments below what type of bike you ride, and if you don't, what type of bike you'd like to ride, just to gauge what type of bikes you have or would like to have. So today there's no destination, it's just a general little ride, just get used to riding in the wet before we get too close to winter. Been having a little bit more fun on my bike as well. Now I've hit the 600 mark, I can now ride the bike in higher gear. That's been quite fun. But as soon as you hit 7,000 revs, it goes on to VVA mode, the variable valve actuator, what means it kicks in the second lot of valves, so that I'll get more torque and more performance. So I've been running the bike at about 7,000-8,000 revs, and it's quite responsive, even fuller size than me on this bike. It's going to be interesting to see how waterproof my clothes are, because even though I bought the waterproof liner for my trousers, I am wearing my Luminous yellow boots, what are summer boots. So it'll be interesting to see and to test to see how wet my feet get. And my gloves are summer gloves, so it'll be interesting to see if they get wet. It is midday and there is still quite a lot of traffic. That could just be a build up from the bin men we just went past. Having a look at my fuel, it is getting quite low, but I think it should be enough just for us to do this ride. I've just got to be more cautious on braking around corners. Let's see where this person's going. There we go. So this week I haven't really done much, it being my second week of my annual leave. Been out walking the dogs a lot more and taking them on longer journeys, so that's been tiring them out. And I've just been going on mini rides, meeting the missus from work. Like I said before, it's just an excuse to get out on my bike. I have made sure that my vents are open on my helmet because it is quite humid today. Right, let's use a back brake as well to slow down. Gotta be extra cautious today. Don't want to fall over on the first proper day of riding in the wet. Yeah, so it'll be interesting how wet my hands and feet get, obviously wearing summer boots, and it's a good test to see how well this jacket holds out. Here we go. Hopefully the cars behind and in front are cautious as well. I'll just open up my visor a little bit, I am a little bit warm. And not like that. At least I didn't lock my back brake that time. That was a bonus. I didn't push the clutch in then, so it didn't lock up. Last thing I want when I'm riding in wet like this. Hopefully the rain ain't covering the lens too much. I'll wait until I get to a straight to wipe the lens. Right, let's get some fresh air in there. Let's have a quick look. So usually I have my tinted visor down, but it is fogging up quite quickly in this type of weather. So I haven't got that down today. There's been a lot of roadworks around this area as well. It's been annoying because it's slowing everyone up. I think that's what I need to do as well, is keep a lot more distance from the car in front. I keep pressing my brakes hard. I know I'll get more confident in time, it being a proper ride, because the first time I got caught out in the rain, it was all literally straight roads and one roundabout. So I know it's only a 125, but I am going to be keeping an eye on my throttle control and my braking. Even though I've got all the gear on, and probably less chance of me getting hurt, I don't want to be in a situation where I've got to buy more gear because this jacket and boots are new. And as you're aware, biker equipment isn't cheap. I'd rather take a little bit more time, land to a rush full, but then be in that predicament of oh, I missed biking out there. Maybe it's raining, people don't do it as much. Yeah, I digress. Yeah, I'd rather take my time and not do any stupid mistakes. I'll just keep my distance. I know I can go in the right lane here and take over all this traffic. That means taking a tighter line round the roundabout. I'm not going to do that today. Just take it nice and easy, especially when you've got cars like this. The next plans is to do my theory. I'm going to have a look into that later on in the week, see when I can book in for my theory, and then once that's done I can then do my full access. I've got a bit of money saved aside for that. Definitely a lot cooler riding in the rain, it's lovely. I had to do up all the zips on my coat as well to make it waterproof. Imagine that, I put on my waterproof liners for my trousers, but then I leave all the zips open so my top half gets soaked. Just double check what gear on then. Yeah, it is nice riding in the rain. Hopefully the rain on my visor isn't too loud for the mic. I'll take it cautious down there. I know it's reduced speed to start with, and then it's up to national speed limit. But I just keep my distance from the car in front. I don't want to overdo it. I know I keep saying it, but I'm a little bit nervous today. I just thank you to everyone that's been watching my videos and leaving comments, much appreciated. I will try and be a little bit different because I've been getting into a routine of naming my videos short ride. I think I'd try something a little bit different. I was going to do my chain slack today, that's why I popped into work. I ended up getting chatting and having a coffee, and then it started raining, and I thought, well, I don't want to be sat at the front of work using my tools in the rain to try and tighten up my chain. So I'm back to work next week. I'll do it on a quiet day. I am glad I brought my my camera and my mic, just so that you can experience this first proper ride with me. Yeah, not having a visor on, it is a bit brighter out today. It's that horrible grey, cloudy look. It did say there's a chance of thunderstorms, but usually when it says that where I live, they never really happen. Right, let's bring that down a bit now, nice and cool. And to be fair, I completely forgot it was open, so it could be quite noisy in the video. Let's bring it down. I have been debating, do I get a nice racing exhaust for this bike? But to get the one from Yamaha is £1,000. Now I'm quite torn because I don't want to be having this bike too long. So my idea is to do the theory and the theory this year, and then beginning of next year when it starts to warm up a little bit, to do my full access mod 1 and 2. Now that alone, the practical side of it is £1,000, so I don't know whether to spend the extra £1,000. That could put a little bit of price onto the bike, or if I don't do that, because I ain't going to be selling the bike until I've actually passed my test, so I don't want to be shooting myself in the foot that way. But then at the same time, because I'm getting used to riding, I want that nice sound. I know it's only a 125, but I don't want to compromise and get a cheap exhaust so it sounds like a lawnmower. I just don't know. I am quite impressed with how well the fuel economy is on this bike, because, well, I was worried that I might have to refill it today, but I have still got over a quarter of a tank. Right, let's slow it down a bit. Let's get into the right gear. Nearly lost balance then. Not in the right gear, I'm in second, but that'll be alright. What does this sign say here? Have a look. Road closed. I don't know why it says that, because I've literally just come from there. Well, at least it's staying green. Yeah, my feet don't feel too wet. They do feel a little bit colder. That probably is the wet coming through. But the angle on my feet, the rain shouldn't be hitting it too much. Let's try and go up gear normally instead of without the Quickshifter. Yeah, it feels a lot smoother. I don't know if that's because of chain slack or if my Quickshifter needs tightening a bit, but it's a little bit jerky. I just don't know. I keep saying that in my videos as well. Right, let's have a look. Right, here we go. Let's get some speed. I know I don't want to go too fast, but I need ventilation in. Let's just keep it in fifth. Let the engine brake in, slow me down on the way down. But yeah, it ain't too wet. I know it's raining, but it's not biblical rain. Just concentrating a little bit down there. But yeah, it's a lot more cooler. Feel a lot more comfortable. Just baby steps really. See how the grip is on these tyres in the wet. Because obviously over time I'm going to get more experience and the feel for it. Like yesterday I was going around the corner on my bike and I hit, well, I'd say like a stone, but it made my bike jump a little bit and I could feel the difference. Obviously a bit of panic luckily, but it hit my front tyre, then my back tyre, so my bike jumped over a little bit. But it didn't, well, it automatically gripped up again. So luckily I didn't panic and tense up, otherwise it could have potentially thrown me. And all there is loads of signs saying road ahead closed. Yeah. yeah, it's definitely picked up wind. What's nice, because even though I've zipped up my jacket so it's waterproof, let's see if I get a biker nod. Nice. First biker nod of the day. But yeah, it's pushing. It's weird how it pushes you across the road. In a car you don't really feel it. You might feel it a tiny bit, but on a bike you can feel it a lot more. I thought, yeah, go out in the rain today, because I need to do my chain slack and clean the chain. It's been, what, about 100 to 150 miles since I've done that last, so it's due a nice chain clean, and it's been 636 miles since it's been adjusted last, so it's going to need adjusting soon. But the jacket's keeping me nice and warm. I can feel a slight breeze on my arms, obviously that's going up through my wrists, what's keeping me cool anyway. Just having a look down at my fuel gauge. So the petrol light ain't on. I believe it's got 10 miles of fuel once the warning light comes on. Let's set up a bit, have a nice casual ride down here. I'll probably do that on the way back. I'm just on the way towards Lechlade. I think it's one of my first or second video. I think it's my second video. I'll take a road to Lechlade, but I thought I ain't been there for a month or two. What are we on now? This will be video 7. I'll do it weekly. So yeah, it'll be 6 weeks, month and a half. So nice casual ride, not stressful, not trying to get there in a record time. I don't understand this car ahead though. So in the 60 road he was going 50, and now we're in the 50 road he was going 60. But yeah, let's just try and keep the bike upright. I know I can probably take these corners a lot quicker, but like my very first video, I was taking corners really slow. Now I'm getting confident in the tyres in the wet or in the dry. I can get a better lean angle and I can feel more the characteristics of the tyres. Thing is, where it's being the proper wet ride, got that out. I don't want to overdo it. I've probably mentioned that 2 or 3 times already, but that's just how cautious I want to be today. I double checked my fluids, they're fine. Done my tyre pressures. Well, I do my tyre pressures before every ride. It's a little bit cooler today, so they was down 5 psi on front and rear, so they was just under the recommended, so I've just topped them up a little bit. Quite flat around here, so you don't really get much scenery. You get a lot of tree lines and cows. Yeah, so on the second video I stopped off here just over the bridge at Lechlade, but I think we'll go a little bit further today, just see where it takes me. Let's get over this bridge. I bet it's a lot quieter here today, because the second video I done, the car park was absolutely packed. It was a lovely day and it looks quite quiet today, but I did get a bit confused because obviously you got to do pay for parking, and I wasn't 100% sure if you got to pay, like pay and display. How do you do that with a motorbike? Are we exempt, or is there a certain way we do it? Yeah, so if you know, leave a comment below, tell me if we have to pay for pay and display, and if we do, what's the best way of putting the ticket, because there's nowhere really to display it, is it? Right, let's go right here. Yeah, it's been quite a while since I've been down here. Quite a nice little village, you know. They've got tractors, there's always traffic down there where it's a small village road. Don't know where it's going to take me. It's been that long, but I've been seeing more and more England flags up as well, and I've been seeing on social media that a lot of the councils are trying to take it down for safety issues. I don't know if that's just an excuse or what. But a lot of these, I guarantee, have been up way longer than what's been going on with social media. But have a look at some signs to see where I'm actually going. I don't want to be in the middle of nowhere, then my warning light comes on. Engine staying nice and cool. I find a good operating temperature on my motorbike is about 85 degrees. Yeah, let's have a look. Let's have a look indeed. Another red light. Well, at least I know on the way back there's a petrol station there. Can you pay at pump though? That's the thing. Let's have a little look across. Can you? Doesn't look like you can. Strange, because a lot more petrol stations have pay at pumps, don't they? I'll bring the visor up a little bit. I don't want to pull it up too much so I'll get wet inside. I'll get paranoid, like it's probably the car in front, but I can smell burnt rubber. And it can't be the engine because the oil's all good and my coolant's all good, so it's probably the car in front. I'm not madly over revving the engine. But hopefully there's a car ahead. Let's see what this road sign says. There we go, Burford, Stowe. I'm not going towards Burford, I'll make my way back now. I've got plenty of fuel. I'll get some fuel in Highworth, I think. I'll bring it down a gear, go nice and cautious. I know I could probably go 3 times the speed I'm going now. But I'm not going to risk it like I keep saying. There we go. Well, it looks like the rain stopped now. So, should be a little bit better. Bring that down. I don't know why I'm getting paranoid for the fuel gauge either, because the fuel goes down so slow. Let's use my back brake. I need to learn to keep doing that on like these slow movements, to actually just use my back brake. Well, I use it when I'm going fast. I use my front brake majority and a little bit of back. I always gotta put my visor up then, but we're getting moving again. This week, like I said earlier, I haven't really done much. Haven't heard anything back from the solicitors or the mortgage advisor or the council, because we're doing a right to buy scheme. But yeah, we're just, I think it's a waiting game now. I know as soon as they come back though, it's gonna go mental, and there'll be a lot of paperwork and a lot of things to do. So just making the most of it at the moment. Now I know realistically probably won't finalise until January, February, because I've heard there's a bit of delay getting the approval from the council to change it from right to buy to private seller, well, private owner. But we got the rough figures, we got the bank for the mortgage at 4.1%, so I've been told that's quite good. Yeah, that's really it. Oh, look at this 4-tonner. Been in the back of one of them when I was in the army. Just have wooden benches back then. Now they have all these straps and harnesses for safety. It used to be just like a wooden bench with a tiny little backrest, and that was it. But now they have shoulder harnesses and everything in them. Knocked into neutral then. Oh, I'm not going, I'll stay here. I'll be first in the queue. Right, now I'll put it up. Got it stopped raining. Oh, let's get some fresh air in there. Oh, I do love the smell of rain though. It's been a while since it's rained where I am. It definitely makes a difference. Alright, so I'll just wipe the lens, hopefully. It probably didn't even need the wiping, but I can't see it. That's a tight corner, isn't it? Yeah, so I probably didn't even need to wipe it, but might as well, just in case. Clutch in, back brake. There we go. It feels so weird because I'm so used to putting my right foot down, but then on hills, you putting my left foot down. Well, that was a lot better than I'd done previously on hill starts. A little less rev. Let's see if I get a biker nod here. Nice. Like my biker nod, you know that. Well, you should do by now if you watch my previous videos. But yeah, it's a bit of a pain with the rain. It's supposed to be forecasted to rain throughout the week. So, I know I keep saying I want to do the Cotswolds bike ride. But I think I'll delay it for the moment until I'm 100% sure that I've done my chain correctly. And I'm thinking of getting a couple of temporary puncture repair patches. The last thing I want is to be 2-3 hours away from home and then my back or front tyre gets a puncture. I know I've got my let's put that down. I know I've got my pump, but I don't want to be risking driving on a semi-flat tyre and then pulling over. Oh, it's really windy now, you probably can hear it right against me. Right, let's get down so I don't get destroyed by the wind. See, you can tell the difference from when it's windy. I'm maxed out at 53 mph. On previous videos I go to 60-70, but the top speed on this bike they say is 74, but on the way to meeting the missus I let's go down again. Went down a road what was closed, so I actually had to go onto a dual carriageway for the first time yesterday, and I got to 76 mph on the straight, so it wasn't downhill. And I thought to myself, well, max speed 74, I thought I'd slow it down a little bit just in case it damaged the engine. I thought it'd have like a restrictor on it, and it was only revving at about 8,000-9,000 RPM, so I did still have a little bit of rev range left. I probably could have got to 80 mph, but I don't know if that would damage the engine or not. Oh, the sun's finally coming out. That's nice. It shouldn't be too long until these roads start drying up. You just go follow the little line in the middle of the road. You can see the colour difference. Oh, wow, it is windy. You can probably hear it. Yeah, it's pushing me left and right. I wonder what it must feel like if you're like 10 stone and a lot smaller than me. That must throw you around everywhere. Nearly dropped my bike yesterday as well, trying to shut the back gate. So I thought I'd have my arm out, shut the gate, being a bit lazy, not putting the bike on its kickstand, and it started going down. But luckily I haven't got the strongest legs, but I'm quite strong upper body, so I was able to put my foot against the front wheel and pull it out with my arm. It did take a bit of force. Oh, this is lovely and cool though. Definitely enjoying the coolness for once instead of me warming up. I don't usually get over sweaty when I ride with these clothes on. So it's usually warmer than what I rather like. I prefer to be cool, then have to put layers on, then be hot and unable to take layers off. Oh, you can see in the distance up there, I'll bring my chin up a bit. Oh, get the cold air in my chin there. Oh, beautiful. am I in the right lane here? Don't think I am. Yeah, I should be. I think I can go in this lane. There's no cars behind me, so let's put the indicator on, check my blind spot, little lifesaver. Yeah, nothing there. Keep it in fourth, going up this hill. Yeah, VVA's kicking in, if you can see it on the dash. I don't know if I've got the camera angle right. So let's bring it up. When it gets to 7,000, let's see if it gets up there before I need a break. There you go, VVA at the top, so the variable valves kick in. Hopefully I've got that in picture. Always traffic down this road. I know it's quite a busy road going through Highworth. But yeah, must be expensive living here as well. Yeah, they got 4-way traffic lights up here, so it takes a bit of time to get through. I know I can go and cut through, but I'll just stay in the traffic today. Oh, there we go. I've noticed that as well when I pull my visor up. I always talk quieter for some reason, I don't know why. Because I noticed at the end of my last video, I got off the bike, and then when I done my outro and told you I'll see you next time, it was really quiet. Van in front of me has got 2 flat inner tyres. It's a problem, isn't it, when you got double tyres at the back? You always pay attention to the outer ones, not the inner ones. See, that's a lie. I don't know why it says road ahead closed. Right, let's turn around here. I know there's a shop down here, so I can go and get something to eat, and then afterwards get some petrol. Where shall I park? Let's park up here. Let's put it in neutral quickly. There we go. Right, I'm going to call that a day today. I'm going to go and get something to eat, go and fill up the bike, and I will see you on the next one. Have a good one. Cheers.